Namaste and welcome to this quick pick-me-up Hatha Yoga flow. We're going to begin standing in Tadasana, the feet roughly hips distance apart, feeling all four corners rooting down. I'm lifting my toes and I'm grounding them back in. I have a tendency to lean my body weight towards the inside of my ankles, so I'm making sure that I'm pressing the outer edges of my feet into the ground. My knees are having a soft bend. My shoulders are away from my ears. My palms are facing forwards. Let's close the eyes and take 3 grounding breaths to settle in. Inhaling through the nostrils and exhaling out of the mouth. Twice more, deep breath in. Long breath out. Let's make this last breath the deepest one you've taken all day. And giving a sigh as you exhale. And you're letting go of anything that's happened before this practice. And pushing that to-do list aside. Giving yourself these next 20 minutes. And your only priority is you. Beginning to notice your breath. Finding long, deep and even inhales and exhales. Allowing the breath to move us in our practice today. When you're ready, blinking open the eyes. And our warm-up today is going to be 2 half sun salutations before coming into 2 full sun salutations. So we're going to inhale to sweep the arms overhead, palms facing one another. And exhale, bending in the knees, heart melting down towards the thighs, head and neck relaxing as the hands meet the earth. You're going to inhale to halfway lift, sliding the hands up the shins, up to the thighs, or maybe like aeroplane wings out to the sides. And then exhale, belly coming back towards the thighs as we plant the hands. Inhale to root down, rising up, palms facing each other overhead. And exhale, lowering the arms down. Beautiful, let's do that once more. Inhale to sweep the arms out to the sides, palms facing overhead. And exhale, softly or generously bending the knees as we fold. Inhale to lift halfway. And exhale to release. Inhale to lift the body, lift the arms, palms facing. And exhale to lower the arms back down to the sides. Beautiful. So we're going to add on from there, Surya Namaskar A. Coming to stand at the top of your mat if you weren't already there. I'm going to give myself some space so I don't hit my head on the door. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up above. And exhale, melting forward, surrendering into your fold. Inhale to lift halfway. So we're familiar with this so far. Then as we exhale, we're going to bring the hands to the mat. We're going to step the feet back into a plank. We're going to lower the knees and bring the body down to the earth. The hands are underneath the shoulders. The elbows are bent and tucking into the sides. As we inhale, we're going to lift into cobra. So head and neck coming off of the ground. And exhale, pressing to all fours, tucking the toes and lifting the hips. For 3 breaths in downward facing dog. So I've just moved my feet in a little bit so that I can ground my heels. Your heels do not need to be touching the mat. You can bend your knees as much as you need to here in your downward facing dog. Let's take one last cycle of breath. And at the end of that exhale, bending the knees, looking in between your hands and making your way, maybe stepping, walking or hopping into that forward fold. I'm going to inhale to lift halfway and exhale to soften back into that forward fold. Inhale to lift the body, sweeping the arms overhead, palms facing one another. And exhale to lower the arms back down. Beautiful. That was one round. Let's do that once more. Inhale to sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, bending the knees, lifting the tailbone. We'll inhale halfway, hands to the shins, the thighs, or aeroplane wings. And exhale to plant the hands on the mat. I'm going to step the feet back into a plank, lower the knees, the chest and the chin, the hands underneath the shoulders, elbows tucking into the sides as you inhale to lift the head and the chest. And exhale to all fours, tuck the toes and lift the hips. Again, I'm walking my feet in just a little bit. Taking 3 breaths here. My head is relaxing in between the upper arms. And you can press your fingertips into the mat to take some pressure out of the wrists. One last breath here. At the end of your exhale, bending through the knees, gazing in between the hands and making your way into that forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale to lift halfway and exhale to soften and release. Inhale to sweep the arms overhead, lifting the body, and exhale, lowering the arms down. Beautiful. Taking a couple of breaths here, option to close the eyes if you'd like. Wonderful. From here, we're going to step the right foot back and open up to that long edge of the mat. You're going to turn the right toes to face the top, what is now the top edge of the mat. The heels are roughly in line with each other, and you might like to just send that left heel outwards slightly. Kind of come into Trikonasana, triangle. So my head's above heart, my heart's above the pelvis, and the body is facing the long edge of the mat. I'm going to inhale, my arms to shoulder level, looking past my right fingertips. And as I exhale, I'm going to send those fingertips forward. I'm going to bring the right hand down as the left arm reaches up. Inhale to lift up out of our triangle. And exhale, reaching the body forward, tilting right hand down, left arm up. You can look at that top hand if you like. Gazing down, inhaling to lift up. And then on this exhale, coming into triangle and holding here. So feeling the weight in all 4 corners of both feet. So we're pressing evenly. And in this right leg, if you have a tendency to lock your joints, then have a soft bend in that right knee. To help you with your balance, you can keep the gaze down towards your right foot. If it's comfortable in your neck, you can turn the gaze up towards the top hand, or you can bring the gaze out in front. On your next inhale, we're going to lift up and exhale, bringing the arms in, swapping to do the same on the other side. So right foot in, left foot out, heels still roughly in line, maybe pushing that right heel out a little bit. We'll inhale to bring the arms at shoulder levels, pinkies back, and exhale, reaching left hand forward, bringing the fingertips down as the right arm reaches up. We'll inhale to lift out of our triangle shape. And exhale, reaching forward, calming back in. Last time, moving with your breath. So as we inhale, we lift. And as we exhale, we come into the static holding here. Again, option to choose what's comfortable in your neck. We want a nice open chest here. So if you're able to bring your hand a bit lower, but this top shoulder's wanting to do this, then just lift out. Beautiful. On your next inhale, I'm going to lift and exhale to bring the arms in. Let's bring the feet together. You can either heel toe, or jump just for a bit of fun. I'm going to come into Vrikshasana, tree pose now. So I'm going to begin balancing on my right side. So I'm going to lift my right toes, ground them back in, and I'm going to have a soft bend in that knee. I'm going to imagine like I'm pushing the earth away, so I'm not dumping all my body weight into that right hip. Now you can come onto your left toes. The left knee drops out to the side. Now, your first option, you could bring your heel to the inside of the right ankle, just above. Another option is to slide the sole of the foot to the inside of the left calf, right calf, sorry. Or you can bring that foot all the way up towards the inside of the right thigh. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to bring my hands together at my heart, sternum lifting towards the thumbs, tailbone tucking. As I inhale, I'm going to reach, grow my branches out tall, fingers wide, really reaching, taking up space. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring my hands together just in front. Beautiful. Twice more. Inhale, taking up space. And exhale, hands back at heart. Last time, moving with your breath, and don't worry if it gets a bit windy and you fall out of your tree, just join us back in. Beautiful, and let's hold here. Wonderful, and your next inhale, you're going to bring this left knee forward, and then you're going to plant the left foot on the floor, and you might want to pedal out through the heels here. I'm going to shake it off, making some circles with the right ankle. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So lifting left toes, grounding them in, pushing the earth away, soft bend in that knee. I'm going to lower my right knee out to the side. Take my variation, hands at heart. As I inhale, I'm going to send my arms out just like before. You know what to do. And exhale, sternum towards the thumbs, fingertips gently pressing together. Twice more. And you might notice that one side you're slightly more wobbly than the other. That's okay. Beautiful. And holding here. Awesome. On your next inhale, bringing the right knee forward. And then exhale to release again, shaking off, pedaling out, making circles with your ankles, whatever you need to do. And let's meet at the top of the mat. Ready to make our way down. Let's inhale to sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, folding forward, head relaxing. Inhale to lift halfway. And exhale, planting the hands, stepping the feet back. Let's lower the knees, untuck the toes. We'll sink the hips back and rest in a child's pose. So for your child's pose, the arms might be stretched out in front. You might bend the elbows and stack the hands to rest your forehead on. Or you might sweep the hands all the way down the mat. The hands next to their feet so the shoulder blades can splay away from one another. Wonderful. On your next inhale, let's lift the head, lift the body, and come to lay down on the mat for Setu Bandhasana Bridge. Now we're going to be lifting our arms overhead, so if you're near a wall, come a little bit away from it. Hopefully that's enough space for me. I'm going to bend my knees, bring the soles of the feet to the earth, and I'm going to walk my feet in towards my bottom. Now, your fingertips might be able to touch your heels, or they might not if you've got shorter arms. The knees are hips distance apart. Now, if you wanted to, you could use a block in between your knees as we're lifting and lowering, or you can imagine you're holding a block. So we're not bringing the knees together or dropping them away from each other as we're moving. The head and neck is in line with the spine. And when you're ready, as you inhale, we're going to push into the feet, lift the hips, the arms go overhead, so the backs of the hands are resting on the ground. And as you exhale, lowering all the way back down, the hips and the hands kissing the earth. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, pushing into the feet, feeling the quads and the glutes engaging. And exhale, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly down the spine. We'll do that once more dynamically. So inhale, we lift up. Sternum towards chin towards sky. And exhale to lower down. And then on this inhale, we'll lift up and we'll hold for 3 cycles of breath. Beautiful. Take one more inhale. And exhale to lower slowly back down. The hips, the hands meeting the earth. Again, a cycle of breath. Wonderful. Let's bring the knees in towards the chest and catch the knees with the hands. Pavana Mukha Uttanasana, the wind relieving pose. So as we inhale, I'm going to straighten the legs and lift the feet towards the ceiling, the arms overhead, just like they did a moment ago. And exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest, holding with the hands. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, finding length in the limbs. And exhale, giving yourself a nice hug. Last time. Beautiful. And on this exhale, we're going to hold here. Again, 3 breaths. Or if you feel any tightness or compression in your hips, or just want to give yourself more space to breathe, you can draw the knees away from one another, the big toes still coming towards each other. Beautiful. One more cycle of breath. From here, and keep the left knee hugging in. We're going to send the right leg down the mat. So coming into a spinal twist, Supta Parivartanasana. So we're going to hold the left knee with our right hand. The left arm goes out to shoulder level. I'm actually going to bend my elbow because I've got a wall there. I'm going to take an inhale. Then as I exhale, I'm going to draw my left knee over to the right side, but I'm going to keep my left shoulder blade on the earth. And inhale to release the twist. And exhale to go back in. And this time I'm going to turn my gaze to the left. Last time, inhale the knee and the nose back to where they started. And then exhale, coming into our twist and staying here for a few breaths. And you have the option to close your eyes here. Come back to that Ujjayi breath. As you inhale, releasing the twist. So let's send the left leg down the mat, bring the left arm in. We're going to bring the right knee in and hold the right knee with the left hand. Right arm out to shoulder level. We'll take an inhale. And exhale, we're going to bring the right knee to the left side, keeping that right shoulder blade on the mat. We'll inhale to release the twist. And exhale to come back in, turning the gaze towards the right fingertips. Let's do that one more time. And this next exhale, holding your twist here. Again, option to close the eyes, keeping that right shoulder blade on the earth. If it's lifting, maybe you can just back out of the twist a little bit. Wonderful. Your next inhale brings you back to center, and exhale. Let's release that right leg. Bring the arms in. Let's set up for Shavasana. So laying down on your mats, getting nice and comfy. If you need any props, cushion, blankets, pillows, you do you. Allowing the eyelids to close if they're not already closed. Let's take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Twice more. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Deep breath in. Holding at the top. And exhale. Feeling the body melting into the surface beneath you. Relaxing fingers and toes, arms and legs. Noticing the gentle sway of the chest and belly as the body breathes all by itself. I invite you now to stay where you are for as long as you like. I'm going to go ahead and close the class. May your day be happy, healthy, and filled with love. I'll see you next time.